So now she's getting what she wants in. And we're back between Yetis. It's day 3, and we are at the Miami Boat Show. Not the yacht show, the boat show. Big difference, right?
Big difference.
Huge difference. What is the difference?
Affordable boats at the at Miami Boat Show, and the super yachts at the yacht show.
Dreams versus reality.
Yeah, correct.
Nice. And we're with Boyd Tomkies.
Yep.
How you doing, sir?
Great, thank you.
We drive past your. Is that your factory? Is that your showroom on 95?
There was our showroom, and we just moved to down to the port next to Lauderdale, and we set up a 72,000 square foot facility down there.
How many?
72,000. Yeah.
That's huge.
It's massive. We carry about 200 to 300 boats in stock there.
What?
Yeah.
200 to 300 boats.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, okay, you're from New Zealand.
Yeah.
How did you get into boating?
Grew up in boating, yacht racing.
Oh, right.
And I ended up
What, sailing?
sailing racing, yeah. And I ended up going on your big OE, going to London, and then ended up
What's that?
overseas experience, which is kind of like your gap year.
I've just interviewed a couple of Australians. I know you're not Australian, but you abbreviate everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's got abbreviation and a crazy nickname, you know. And I ended up doing around the world yacht race, and turned that into a career of managing boats and yacht racing, contract yacht racing.
You went around the world?
Yeah, and I did world championships, and I was on the US sailing team and competed for lots of countries, and for Mexico, Saudi Arabia, and stuff like that. So.
Compete for Mexico?
I just on Mexican team, that's all. Just in the Grand Prix racing, you race under the flag of the boat.
It's not like the Olympics where you have to be born.
But at a couple of the World Championships, I actually did race under the US flag, and we had to pull some strings to get me to sail under US. So this is 20 years
Morally
ago.
or just?
Both.
Wow, what's it like sailing around the world? How long does it take?
9 months.
9 months on a boat?
Yeah.
By yourself or with the team?
No, there was 12 of us.
Right.
And, there's lots of stopovers and provisioning. And, the longest legs are like maybe 14 days when you cross the Atlantic and stuff. So.
And you don't sleep? You're
on shifts, 4 hours on, 4 hours off, So.
God, a friend of mine wants to do that rowing one across the Atlantic.
Screw that. So then I got into inflatables,
Which, to me, is the most practical form of a boat.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It doesn't hurt. You can't chip it. You can't hurt things.
I know, but the biggest problem's been is that the rest of the world know this, and the US don't. They only consider them tender boats, and we're doing a big push at the moment.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
So as a British person, I regard you as a boat, but Americans don't.
No, just tenders. So that's a big movement at the moment. You see a change in the industry. We're pushing really hard for family boats. We have a big dealer network out there that just sell them as family boats and don't even sell them as tenders for yachts. So, but the problem is the mindset in the US has always been just tenders for yachts.
And there's so much more. I mean, how big do you go?
Biggest we do is 36, and this is it. Black Betty.
Black Betty.
Yeah.
And this is looks like a stealth boat, is it?
It is. It's sort of what we do for the federal government. So.
This doesn't get picked up on radar.
No, it does. Yeah. But it kind of looks stealth,
Yeah.
So.
It looks the part.
Yeah.
So you started BRIG or?
No, BRIG's a 27-year-old company. It's now the world's largest rib manufacturer. It's out
This is what's amazing. We keep meeting these boat companies that have been generations. Where is it built?
It's out of the Ukraine. So it was a product that came out of the fall of the Soviet Union, and it's made in Kharkov, the second largest city in the Ukraine. And over the years, they've chiseled away and become the world's, largest rib manufacturer.
So I know Novorania and what's the other one?
Zodiac, maybe.
No.
Walker Bay. Nautica.
Nautica. Yeah.
Nautica was a great company. It was actually a Florida-based company here in Pembroke Pines. They went out of business a few years ago, and left a massive void in the market in Florida. No one filled that void until I came along. You know, I thought all the little shops kind of filled that, but they didn't. So I moved from Annapolis, where I've been for 20 years, down to Florida and set up this shop. And we set up that small shop on 95, didn't realize that the market was this big down here. And within a year, we grew into that 72,000 square foot facility.
1 year?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we started with, you know, myself and an office lady, and now we have 16 people here. We have a lamination facility in Georgia. We have another big location in Annapolis, Maryland, with another warehouse up there. So yeah.
Good God,
yeah.
This is exploding then. So
Yeah.
America's getting it.
Absolutely. We have 18 major dealers, and all these dealers buy by the container load. We ship direct from the factory to them, and so
what? You deflate it and it packs down?
they come in a crate, and the dealers put them together, and it's kind of like IKEA furniture, plug and play. Hardware comes.
That's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
So as a consumer, could I buy one in kit?
No. It requires the dealer to do it, and otherwise, you know, you don't know what a consumer's going to do. You know, they can barely put IKEA furniture together.
A kit car, kit boat.
Yeah.
Good Lord. So you can't fish off these, though, can you?
Oh, they're good fishing boats.
If you get hooked.
You know, it's really hard to put a hook in them, and you know, I think the best analogy is it's like a car tire. Do you get a puncture in a car tire?
No, but that's I've always wondered why. Why are they? You know, when you drive over glass, it's rubber, surely.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you could get you do every so often get a hole in your car tire. You get a puncture once every 3 or 4 years. It's kind of the same thing with these. They're really robust. They're really hard to puncture. Yeah, it can happen. Never really happens though.
And they've got separate pockets inside. So
Chambers, yeah.
You'll never sink.
No, they're unsinkable. Most of these boats have 7 compartments. One goes down, all the rest stays inflated. Even if they all went down, they're still unsinkable. They're still a self-draining deck.
There's so much stigma, actually, isn't there, attached to it's not a blow boat, it's a rubber boat.
An inflatable boat,
It's an inflatable boat, really. So is that what BRIG stands for? Rigid?
No, BRIG is I think it's old, isn't it I think part of an old galleon, or part of, it's part of an old ship or something, I'm not sure, yeah.
Blimey, so you brought BRIG to America?
Yeah. So we do BRIG, and Black Betty is fluid, which is our commercial line and our super yacht tenders. And we do we build some of that in South Africa and the rest here in the US.
South Africa?
Mm-hmm. In Cape Town.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So.
Okay, look, there's a couple of boat companies in South Africa, aren't there? There's a couple of catamaran companies.
Yeah. A couple of the big catamaran players are down there, yeah.
Leopard?
Leopard, yeah.
Gunboat, I just heard, went out of business and back in.
Yeah, I think they're producing those in France now, but yeah. They started in South Africa, they went to North Carolina, and now they're back in, I think they're France or wherever they are, so.
So you're Sirocco.
Yeah. So
what did you do before you found BRIG?
So we have a couple entities. We're BRIG USA, we're the distributors, and I have a couple retail locations of Sirocco Marine as well. So.
What is Sirocco? Oh, that's just the...
Sirocco is our retail dealerships.
And so did you sell anything else other than BRIG, or is it just 100%?
BRIG and our fluid commercial boats that we do for the government, CETO.
So this isn't a BRIG,
this is a fluid commercial.
Okay, sorry. I've set the camera up with that.
No, that's fine.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
Blimey. So one question I got then. So how did you get off a boat and start a business? Because a lot of people find that a challenge.
Yeah.
Especially, I guess you're an athlete.
I think when my first kid came along, it wasn't fair to be away for months at a time.
Yeah.
So I looked around for a business, and I ended up being a Zodiac dealer actually, and they were really good to be with, and then this opportunity came along. So I got approached to be the distributor and build this business and kind of run the US division, and so I formed the company and took the distribution on for the US.
Flying within a year.
Yeah, it's almost 3-4 years now since we started, and we're getting up there. We're probably not number one, but pretty close to number one at the moment in the market.
Yeah. So everybody else is starting to shake.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, that's great. And this show, we've been at the other show for the last 2-3 days. This show feels so much more exciting.
There's a lot of traffic here.
Yeah,
you know,
they're just excited to be here. The other show seems very.
There's a different clientele, you know. This is more family, you know, and so these are the people that are really going to make a purchase at this show. The other one is, you know, they sell boats, but it's.
And I guess if you were at the other one, you would be considered a tender.
We would be, and
Here,
we're trying to market to the families.
Yeah. Well, one day we will buy one. 'Cause this is what I want.
Sure.
The amount of times I've tried to dock a boat and it's not gone well.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do gel work. I don't want to do fiberglass work. I don't want to do any of that. This just makes sense.
Perfect boat. Perfect boat.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Great. Thank you very much.
Hey, how are you? Apparently you can fish on these.